All right, back for this next segment of the video, and I have a new camera set up. It's the next day for me here recording, and I got the setup I was hoping to get to use with this camera to get the nicer camera up above me. So anyways, unfortunately it's at this kind of weird angle because of how I have to mount it, but at least the better quality camera is now above. We can see things better. Hopefully this will help with the build. So I thought I'd do my last set of kind of glue fillets here on this new camera. So we're going to go ahead and finish up our last one. We did the two on the bottom, here and here. One over here already, last one here. So again, just take a hot glue gun, kind of run a bead of glue along here. Not all the way to the end, not end to end, but like leaving a 1/4 inch or so on either side is a good idea. Especially since our elevator is so close to this, we don't want to glue our elevator in a specific position, especially on the bottom here where the glue could get into that hinge line. That wouldn't be very good. We'll take some scrap foam and wipe this off. If I can get it to go, there we go. I got glue all over the corners of this thing. It's perfect for that. There we go. Okay, and try to get that as good as you can. Make a nice seal to help the piece be nice and sturdy, but not too much extra glue where it makes the tail too heavy. So we'll set that piece aside up here for a second. I'm going to grab the rest of the plane. Here we have the pod. Let's grab our wing. Here's our wing piece here. And so again, our pod is going to go on the wing piece, but these little circular marks there, that's the bottom of the wing. Okay, so bottom of the wing here. We have already done the bevels on both of the ailerons, so those should be in good shape, just like the elevator we did that earlier. So we're ready to glue this together pretty much. And this is going to slide on just like so. Okay, lining up again let's see if we can see this better now that we have a better camera. Lining up the inside lines on the wing, the inside of those two lines, with lining up the outside of those two lines with the inside of the pod. So you kind of see if we slide it on here about where it's supposed to go, we have the inner edge of the pod lining up with the outside of each set of lines. So hopefully that makes sense. That's where it's going to go, so that's where we can put some glue to tack it on. I'm going to do kind of the same process here as with the tail piece. I'm going to put some glue along here, along here, to tack this piece on, because once I slide on, it's going to slide the glue all over the place anyway, so I don't need to use a lot of glue. I just want to kind of get it in position, and then we can go back and do the seams along here and here and here and here on top and bottom of the wing. Okay, and that'll hold it on really securely. So let's go ahead and just check that fit one more time. Okay, so I know where it's going to go. I can put the glue right where it's going to go and kind of just slide it on. I'm just going to do it on the bottom because that way I have these reference marks. Whereas on the top, trying to put glue on the top would be kind of a wild guess a little bit more, and I don't want to get extra glue if I can help it. Keep the plane a little bit lighter, less messy. I'm just going to tack it on the bottom, then we'll do seams all around. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue along here. Just a thin bead. We don't need a lot, right? You don't need to go all the way to the end because it's going to slide and push the glue a lot anyways. Okay, so we do that. Make sure you put it on the right way. So this is the bottom of the wing, so the bottom of the pod. Okay, so don't put it on upside down. Just slide it on right here and kind of go right through those glue lines we made and all the way up till it's nice and snug at the very end. Just push it all the way in or all the way on, you could say. And if you have any excess glue, you can kind of wipe it off the edge right now. So you could do that with your finger if you're fast enough and don't mind getting a hot finger there, or you can do it with a piece of foam. Okay. Make sure that's in place. It looks nice and straight. We don't want it to be tilted at all because the motor is going to mount on the pod. So we really want it to be nice and straight. If you just push it all the way onto the wing, it should straighten itself out since the leading edge of the wing is straight and flat. We'll let that glue on. Looks pretty good. Starting to take shape now a little bit here. That's good. All right. So we have these pieces here. They're going to go together at that point. And then we have these longer pieces here to put onto the wings, front of the wing there. And we're pretty much done as far as most of the physical structure of the plane is concerned. So we'll let this dry here and we'll put those seams on. Okay. I'll show you one of those and then we'll cut the video there at that point. You can do seams on the outside, okay, and on the inside. to make sure everything's nice and secure. You can't do seams on the inside on the bottom very easily because it's covered, right? But you can definitely do them on the top. And you can do seams on the outside on the bottom, right there. Okay? So we'll go ahead and start doing that now that the glue is mostly dry. There's a little gap here. Actually, I should point this out. There's a little gap here on the right top of the wing, on the top side of the wing now. There's a gap here in the pod. That's meant for your cables to go through, like your servo leads for your ailerons and stuff like that. So trying to get any glue in that hole, just do a little seam right here and then stop and then keep going here. Okay, you can always cut it out later, but might as well just not do it in the first place if you can help it. Same thing on the inside, so don't block that hole if you can help it. You may run your aileron servos a different way, and that's fine too, but just wanted to point that out. So go ahead and do this. I'm going to flip the kickstand in on the glue gun. Helps a little bit to get the nozzle in there a little bit easier. Go ahead and go like this. Just a little bit right here. I'm going to kind of wipe it away from the hole right there. So we're going to go this direction, and then we'll go, let's see, I'll use this part of the foam here. We'll go this direction. Okay. Kind of keep it away from that little opening there. And to get some more scrap foam ready here, this stuff's getting all covered in glue, which makes sense. All right, so we can continue on. We'll do one of the interior ones right here. Okay, just a little bit of glue is all you need. Don't get too much in there because we'll need to mount the motor in here later too. Wipe that. Make sure you wipe it clean. Because again, the motor mount's going to go right here, so having a big blob of glue is going to make the motor mount hard to get in straight. Okay, so go ahead and do that. I'll do that on the other side here, and then we'll flip it over. And we'll do it on the bottom side here, and then we'll be finished. All right.